Shadow's House Volume 3 Review. Save and rescue your masters and reach the garden axis is apparent within a lot of the time. There will be obstacles along the way. Kate, a young noble shade, and her living doll Emilico, has been invited to debut for potential faces alongside four other young powerful pairs. But Edward, an adult living doll who is arranging the test, seems to be making it as confusing and difficult as possible for the living dolls. The young shadow masters and mistresses have been spirited away and hidden, imprisoned in the past. Labyrinthine, guardian of Shadow's house, in Jaws, with maps and the other bizarre choice of tools to help them. The living dolls must find and free their noble shades within a 2 hours limit or fail to debut. Emilico is not downhearted. Her sonic nature means that, in spite of being unkindly called Daisy Brain by scornful Ricky, she is prepared to try anything to rescue Miss Kate. She is partnered up with painfully shy Rum and off they go to the rescue. Meanwhile, independent-minded Lou has taken garden shears as her chosen tool and is single-minded cutting her way through the tall bushes that make up the intimidating maze to find her mistress, Miss Lewis. Luckily, Rum and Melico encounter sensible Sean. The three work together on night cleaning duties, and they make a good team together. However, Edward is watching aware that the noble shades are also watching this elaborate game that he has devised from high-witty dimension. Is he also being evaluated? All goes well at first for Emilico, Sean and Ron as they solve various puzzles, but an unexpected encounter with the large clusters of Kogels, the aggressive cat-sized soot monsters, puts them in danger. Time is running out. How can they locate their noble shades before the deadline arrives if they're fighting off Kogels? Cultivated each shadow exudes sought help in their search, and there are extra rules that must not be broken. Livitos's face must not be damaged and Shadow's clothes must not be soiled, an almost impossible condition to fulfill, given the sunny nature of the noble shades and the fact that they are in a garden. As for Miss Kate, she's been confined in a giant birdcage suspended by chains, but the more so she exudes a try to let Emilico where she is, the more it seems that the chains are released. One by one, as the soot builds up, she's in very real danger if Emilico can reach her in time. Another fascinating and gripping volume with its imaginative and creepy fantasies offered too soon. We're left desperate to know if Emilico's efforts will be in vain. If you watch the anime series, you know but there are also many details and extras in the manga that's more than worth your time. Somato's drawings are exquisite, filled with details, and have with extra pages explaining Kogels, garden terminology, including nut gardens and labyrinths, and a constant lingering atmosphere of dread adds an extra reason to each page. There are many unexplained mysteries to be answered. Why isn't Flamboyant Edward so determined, it seems, to hinder their living dolls and make them fail his elaborate test? His motives appears to be twisted and obscure. Does he bear them a grudge? And who are the noble shades watching from the third floor? They know a great deal already about the 5 pairs making their debut. The attractive Young Press edition again contains 8 detailed color pages, 4 at the front and 4 at the back. The translation again by Taylor Engel provides a clear and very readable version, capturing the different voices well, held by Blakesley's lettering. Voice do on for Young Press in July, 9 out of 10.